Hey guys, welcome back to Laura's Cozy Corner. Today is Sunday, May the 17th. Just listening to the birds over there. There it goes. Last night, looked like we was going to have some rain, but I don't even think we did. I wanted to check down in my wheelbarrow here. No. We didn't get any rain. That's sad. Because I don't have my water hose hooked up because it's in our newly additioned mudroom and we have not fixed a spigot on the outside of the house yet, and it leaks. So that's why I don't come out and water or anything like that. I don't think I could even afford the water bill. And I'm glancing at my tomatoes here. They seem to be okay though. The garden, look how pretty and green the cabbage is up here. Today is hot. Feels like the sun's right on my neck. This might be the second hot day that we've had so far. And we're here in central Kentucky. All right. So, I'm trying to kind of regroup on what I need to plant next. So I gotta keep constantly planting seeds so that I constantly have something coming up, hopefully. So I was in the house doing a little bit of planning, and the first thing I need to do, so I had my binder, I got it wrote down there. The first thing I need to do is plant a row of carrots right here in front of these tomatoes. Now that I have the timbers in, I can go on and do that. So let's see, I'm gonna find my seeds and we'll get to planting. There's some carrot seeds. Got my shovel. Okay, so I've got you strapped to me. Maybe it'll work because it said it's too hot for my phone. So I got a bunch of water gathered up and I got some sitting down here. I got my carrot seeds here. I looked in my other bucket, my Folgers seed bucket up there, and there's no more carrots. But this is what my friend Nicole gave me. Thank you, Nicole. These might be old. I don't know if they'll germinate or not, but I've been planting the 2 packs of seeds that she's gave me, and we'll see if they come up. So here we go. I don't know, let's see, I might want to measure about halfway into this bed where I can put them. Probably need to put them like right in there or something, so I'll just give me a nice little straight line. Come on, leaves. This is crazy. All right. Now I think I might be down to dirt, hopefully. Let's dig a little bit of trench here. Get my seed. Just take a pinch. They're so tiny. And then I just do-do-do-do-do. Okay. Tuck it in my pocket so I don't lose it. Then I go ahead and water it. Try to weed out as much as I possibly can. Goodness. Pinch. Tap. Water again. Cover lightly with some leaves. Water again. Trying to get this ground saturated. Alright. Because it is in the heat of the day. It's around 3 o'clock. Okay, I'll move it on down. This is kind of where I can keep track of where I'm at. Cover this hole up. I was reviewing my video, and the strap works. That's pretty cool. All it is a couple little bungee straps wrapped around me, and then I stuck one of the legs of the tripod in my belt. Yep, got my garden hat on because it's hot. So now that you know how I'm doing it, I'm gonna stick you over here, maybe in the shade. Wish I could join you in the shade. No, over here in the shade of this barrel, my rain barrel, in my soon-to-be herb garden. Now the paper looks terrible, don't it? But it did suppress some weeds because that side over there had some. Carrots I have. Yeah. Okay. Be there in a minute. I'll be there in a minute. That's all I got. I got them planted down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, down to the 7th Rutgers. Just gotta make a note of that. Cover up my paper. We gotta go get our son. He's from his sleepover. I'm gonna go to Walmart and get some stuff for dinner. Have cheeseburgers. Woo-hoo. This little setup didn't really work too well, but it was worth a try, and better than nothing. So anyhow, we have some carrots planted. That's something today, right? All right, so I'm gonna get all this put away and go get my boy. Okay, so we picked up my son, went to Walmart, picked up stuff to have dinner, cheeseburgers and some chips, and came home, fixed dinner, got dishes done. Sun has went down, some in the sky. It's behind my head. So it's not as hot. Woo, it was hot earlier. Man, it was hot. And then the truck said it was 90 something degrees. 93, I think that's what it said on it for the temp. So now it's about 6 or 7 o'clock. I can't remember. So stepping into my office here. And I was doing some planning. Since my carrot line didn't go all the way down the tomato bed and it stopped at the 7th tomato, I was trying to see what herbs would be companion plants with tomatoes. So according to Google, just about all the herbs that I had bought would go along with tomatoes, so that works out. Probably gonna dig just an area and then put some of these, like grab handfuls of this wood chips that's already here and put around it and not weed the whole bed, like leave whatever's green there. Now of course in front of these tomatoes I've got leaves I can put, but this here is my herbs and stuff. So I also plan on putting sunflowers back along that fence line. That'd be pretty. Big old sunflowers up here. If I planted stuff outside of this fence area, I feel like the roommate dog would tear it up. So that's why I'm not trying to plant flowers outside the garden this year until I have something big enough where he can't get into it or something. And then the front already has, as you saw in my last video, my front already has lots of flowers in it. We've got rose bushes, lilies, all pretty stuff. Now one day I might end up planting down the side of that driveway, separating the two properties. That's on down the road. I'm trying to focus on food and things that we need for the house, whatever I actually cook with, and things like that. Here it is. I was just thinking, here it is already the 17th of May. Normally I don't even start planting until June. That's when I even think about it. And I'm on the ball this year. I'm happy that I'm on the ball this year, but time is starting to kind of roll out on the seeds. So where I don't have all of my beds established, I'm taking time to establish beds. So in the beds that I have, that's what I'm trying to do, fill them in. And I don't even know when when to plant certain things. I mean, it's on the back of the seed packet, like when to plant, how long it takes for them to harvest. I don't even know if they'll come up because, like I said, I'm working with some old seeds as well. So could be a waste of my time, but it's well worth a try of my time. So there you have it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's what I thought. So I ended up stopping about right here and see there's birds, or maybe I left it that way. I'm not sure. But having this paper in these beds, I just don't know. I keep going back and forth whether to have them or not to have them. But look, it's coming up out from underneath the paper as well. All of these. So you can take it or leave it, but maybe the paper wasn't thick enough over here. I honestly don't think it was thick enough. But at least whatever is covered, it would help. So now it's going to take me some time, because I'm learning how far apart to plant these herbs, because I've never had herbs in my garden yet. Stuff I'm learning. So I'll have to read the back of each packet. If you guys are new like me, you'll maybe learn something. If you're not new, I'm sorry. It may take you a while, or you can just skip right past it. And for those of you that maybe think my videos might be too long, I'm sorry about that, but I don't have all day to sit around and edit videos, much less upload it, because it took forever for me to upload a few of my videos. But if you don't like how long they are and still interested, you can do like I do. I end up pausing some videos that might be a little long when I'm watching them, because something happens or I gotta go do something. I pause it and then I come back to it later when I have a chance to sit down and watch a video again, or while I'm doing dishes. But you can do the same. I hope you enjoy all these videos that I'm doing for you. Hopefully you're learning something. Maybe something inspires you to get on out there and do it anyway. If you're old like me, it's hard to get up and down. Trust me, at the beginning of this, I was really rough. Stretching muscles, getting up and down. The more I do it, the better I'm getting at getting up and down. So, just wanted to show you can do it if I can do it. I've been through a couple surgeries and I've healed from them. You know, you just gotta keep at it, you know, keep at it. So, all right, since the shade is here and we're not fighting the umbrella and all that good jazz, I need to find I left it probably in the house, my tripod, and we'll get to planting some herbs and recording it in my binder as I go so I don't forget it. Okay, so I got my chair out here, got my notebook, and the first thing I'm going to start with is, I have these in order how I'm going to start it. And I have multiple seed packs of each thing too. It just went out of order. Anyhow, I have this one that's sweet basil. This is dated 12 of 2022. See how old they are? Let me see. So this is the only other basil that I have. I believe so. I think I had it like that. I can probably just lay them here on the ground. They shouldn't blow. The wind's not blowing right now. So I have this heirloom variety, sweet basil. And this is also heirloom, mammoth basil. I bought this year. It says 2026. So I'll make a spot for this. Let's see. It says poplar and easy to grow annual that develops into attractive bushy plant. 1.5 inch to 2 inch tall. Okay. I'm sorry, not inch, foot. I was like, what? That's kind of short. 2.5 feet by, or 2 foot tall. That's how tall this gets. Growing. Plant in well-drained soil. Avoid overwatering. Excellent pot grown indoors. To harvest, you pick the leaves when young. Gather the tops as flowers open. Uses. Aromatic. Leaves have a spicy clover-like flavor when pulverized. Popular in tomato dishes, soups, stews, spaghetti, fish, poultry, and salads. Used in potpourri. Preserving. You can freeze leaves. You're going to coat them with olive oil first, or dry them. Okay. Planting depth, 1/4 inch. Seed spacing is 1 inch apart. And then the rows I don't even pay attention to now because like I said, I'm doing the companion planting. And then I pay attention to the days of germination, see if it even comes up. Spacing after thinning. Okay. So be 15 inches to 18 inches apart. Spacing between rows is 18 inches apart. Okay. So what I would do is probably plant this whole packet, because like I said, it's an old packet, and I can plant it between 2 tomatoes, the next 2 set, you know, and then see if they'll even come up. If not, no big deal, it's just one little spot, and maybe these will come up the next set, okay? So I'm gonna cut this one open. I don't know how big these seeds are, but like I said, I'm new at all this. Put my trash down on the chair. Let's see what we got. These are tiny seeds. See that? Pretty tiny. So let's head on over here and we'll plant a section of sweet basil herb, which as soon as I'm done with it, I record it in my book. Okay. So I'll put my book right here. Okay, so let's see. I got my carrots down to 6, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like I'll be planting in this area here. No, 7. Yeah, I remember putting carrots here. Okay, so it'll be this area. 1/4 inch deep. See what I mean by this paper? I don't know. If you know that you're going to plant something later on, if I were you, I would put paper in one area, paper in the other area, and leave a gap. I meant well, and I should have remembered it from last year, but I don't remember it from last year. So I need to make sure I record it in my book for this year. How's that? It'd be good if you shred it up and put it in your compost. That's a good way to get rid of bills and stuff like that. Okay. So I'm just going to dig me a little trench here like I've been doing with the carrots. And we'll see if any of this will come up anyhow. And when I started with this bed, I already put compost in it. I think I already said that, but I'm not sure. Okay. Let's water the bed. It's kind of dark in there, so maybe the shade's helping hold me. These are tiny seeds, so I'm not going to be able to get them exact, so I'm just going to tap them. It'd be cool if I got a bunch of basils. Now. And I'm keeping this seed packet for reference. I don't know why, but that looked like a turd. That's why I tossed it over. I didn't want to say nothing. But there you go. There's your laugh for the day. Okay. I had stakes to put these, but it's okay. I'll turn them sideways, and you know, this is where I put them. Okay. I'll record this in my book between Rutger and I think this is cherry. Yep, my first cherry. Oh goodness. Sweet basil, heirloom variety. And this is the Valley Green. Brand. Dated 12/22. I'll say germ 14 to 18 days. And then I say check on, so 18 plus 17, 7 and 8's 15, be 35. There's January, February, March, April, May. There's 31 days in May, so it'll be June 4th. Then I put a box around that date to catch my eye. You remember doing that in school with math? You put a box around your answer. I guess that's why I do it. But anyway, catches my eye. So on June 4th, I'll say, is there anything I need to look for? And I'll see June 4th on there and see that it's this sweet basil packet. And then, let's see, I'm gonna put on here, planted between 7th Rutger and 1st cherry tomato. There we go. And then I'm keeping this seed packet for reference, you know, when I harvest or anything, you know. I might even keep it till next year to show, okay, so I bought this, or I had this and it turned out good, you know. I want that kind of next year. Things like that. Now we're going to do this basil, the other basil. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in while I'm sitting here. This is Mammoth Basil, heirloom, open pollinated, non-GMO. This is from Expert Gardener, dated 11/26. Now this one says large aromatic leaves with a milder flavor than traditional sweet basil. Ideal for pesto, salads, and more. Height that becomes 18 to 20 inches. Okay, and that's an annual. Growing instructions. Sow in average soil in full sunlight after danger of frost. Oh, that's good. Sow seeds about 6 inches apart and cover with a 1/4 inch of fine soil. Firm lightly and keep evenly moist. Seedlings emerge 7 to 14 days. Harvest when buds begin to form up until frost. Okay. So I'm going to put germination 7 to 14 days. Check on. All right, 14 plus 7. That'd be 21, 31, 31st. May 31st. That's when I check back. 6 inches apart. See, these are newer. I wonder if I should do them 6 inches apart, like sprinkle a few here, sprinkle a few there, all the way down. We'll try that. Scissors, scissors, and some trash. Alright. And again, these are tiny seeds just like the others. Moving my paper around. All kinds of more weeds in this area. We must have got a little bit of rain because I got weeds. Okay, now I'm down to the dirt. Okay. I mean, these are beneficial food, but when I'm starting something, I don't think I want it competition, you know, competing against what I'm trying to start here. Chattel. Digging a little trench, a shallow trench. Okay, let's water that trench real quick. Hopefully they'll get a good start. And it's set every 6 inches, right? And I just go on and dump it all out in the trench. I don't know. I just hope to have some. Tap, 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 tap. Leaves. Okay. Did I put one of these at the end? I don't guess I did. put this in my book. I'm going to put planted between first and second cherry tomato plant. Alright. Good, I got another sleeve. I was wondering if I did or not. Parsley, I don't hardly use, but I'll go on and do it anyway. Let's see. Because I already have the seeds, might as well, right? Let me write it in. Parsley, dark. This is a flat leaf form of the popular easy-to-grow herb. Leaves have a slightly richer flavor than curled parsley and are used as a garnish blend for flavoring. Plant as a garden edging or tuck individual plants in the flower garden voids. Parsley is perfect in window boxes and other containers. Culture. Before sowing, wash seeds in a mild detergent solution. Rinse and soak in water for 24 hours. Sow indoors 10 to 12 weeks before the last spring frost, which I'm late on that. Transplant to the garden shortly before the last frost date. Be patient. Seeds germinate slowly. Water regularly and fertilize when plants are 4 inches tall. Harvest. Once the plants are growing vigorously, pull or cut leaves at the stem base. Use whole or chopped. To store, dry thoroughly and place in airtight jars. Nutrition. Good source of vitamin C and iron. Iron, I need that. So we plant these 1/4 inch deep, 1 inch apart, 15 inches between rows. They germinate 15 to 20 days. Spacing after thinning is 8 inches apart. And maturity is 65 to 75 days. So germination is 15 to 20 days. And I'll check. 20 days will be 37 minus 1, 6. June 6th. And then this is planted between second cherry and first ace 55 tomato plants. Okay. Today's Sunday. I'm kind of lazy and tired. Moving slow today. I had a big couple days. Alright, these seeds look different. Got a line of water now. Yeah, so it'll be right here. So I don't know what this is. I'm thinking it's poke coming up. I don't know for sure. And I know it's not something that I planted, so I don't want it here. These little things I could probably start leaving now, but excuse me, paper. Thank you. I need a little space here. Trench. And of course, I'm not going to have any leaves now. So, let me dig these out. This little trench here. Shove it in this hole down here. Make some dirt. Or you'll come back up into the bed, whichever you're gonna do. Okay. That dog. No matter where he's at, he's got to be close to me while he's licking. And that goes through my nerves sometimes. Especially when that's all I hear in the mornings trying to sleep. Okay. Coming down a hill, isn't it? King, stop. Thank you. Okay. Here's these seeds. Come on. They are small as well, like a carrot seed. That's what it looks like to me. Okay, and these said 1 inch apart. Spacing is 6 inches after that, but okay, let me water this real quick. King! King! Quit. Quit. Quit chewing on yourself. I'll spray you some flea stuffs. I don't even know if it's fleas or not. I ain't seen any. Maybe just nervous tick or something he's got going on. The cats were doing the same thing, ripping their hair out. Probably the new dog. Who knows? Okay. Same thing, where these are old seeds, I'm just gonna boop, 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 boop. If I have to thin them, that's fine, because they won't stay over the year, you know. Which I just found that out. I thought you could. I thought seeds would be forever, but I'm learning that as a gardener. Know that seeds become less and less viable as time goes on. So they may germinate 90% the first time. The second year might be even 70% or even lower, you know. And the third year, maybe even 50% or less. That's what I'm learning. I got some leaves this time. It's the next time that I'm gonna need some. Oh, there's leaves there too I could probably borrow. All right. So now I'm gonna put this in my binder and find the next thing. It'd be cool to have herbs this year. That's parsley. Next is dill. I love dill pickles, y'all. And again, this is an old, it's an old seed packet. I don't know if I'll have any dill. Dill. Mammoth. Long Island. Hardy. Annual herb. It's an heirloom variety. I've been buying nothing but heirloom here lately because they are very viable. Valley Green is the brand. I think Valley Green. I think I ordered all these seeds off of Amazon, and they gave me a bunch of packet, you know, like a huge pack of heirloom seeds that just sporadic. So I think that's what these Valley Greens are. Dated 12 of 22. Okay. Attractive and easy to grow, Mammoth is very popular tall growing, 36 inches tall, and produces larger flower heads than dill bouquet. Dill leaves are excellent in salads, dips, vinegars, and meat, fish, or vegetable dishes. The seeds are essential in many pickling recipes. Culture prefers well-drained soil and full sun. In the spring, sow directly outdoors 2 weeks after all danger of frost has passed, which is that time now. Or in the fall, you could sow directly outside in mid to late August. Do not plant in hot summer months. Harvest. Anytime after plant shows signs of vigorous growth, cut the leaves at stem base. Flower heads, after they turn brown, allow clusters to mature. Nutrition. Greens are high in vitamins A and C and minerals. Uses: culinary, cosmetic, and medicinal. So you plant these 1/4 inch deep, 1 inch spacing, 24 inch row spacing. Days to germinate is 10 to 15 days. 15 plus 7, that is 32, which would be June the 1st. Okay, spacing is 9 to 12 inches apart, and maturity is 70 days. You put on here planted between The 2 Ace 55 tomato plants. Okay. Cut this one open. Oh yeah, I got quite a bit of seed in here. Good, maybe I'll have some dill. If I'm not mistaken, I planted these last year and had 2 sprigs, but who knows how many seeds I planted. Like I said, I was learning. Oh, this is an old tree stump we took down a while back when we first bought this place. We've been here for about, let's see, graduated in 03, started dating in 04. This is how I have to remember everything. We got married in 05, bought the house in 06. So yes, 20 years in October 31st. We'll be here for 20 years. Wow. There used to be a huge tree line here between this property and that property. And when they bought the place, kind of recent, few years, they ended up tearing down the tree line. They didn't like the trees, and then put up a privacy fence on that side. We liked that idea because eventually we wanted a privacy fence anyway. We just didn't have the funds at the time. Then later on down the road, we got King over there. Give to me from Nicole, my friend. She's the sweetest person in the world. But he needed a fenced-in yard to run in instead of being on a chain, so we was able to save up the money to give him a fenced-in yard so he could just run. He'd get wrapped around my legs and stuff and jerk me. It was a mess. It really was. I think he got wrapped around a ladder. The cord did. Got wrapped around a ladder. That's one of them sturdy cords, them wire cords. He took off a flying because he decided to go in and took off toward me. The cord wrapped around the ladder. The ladder was laying down on its side, and the ladder hits me square in the shin. Oh man, that was some painful pain there. I just stood there. I didn't know what to do. I just stood there for a moment. I was stunned. And I said, ow. Aw, I just dumped every bit of that in one spot. Okay. Let me pinch it and try to get it all down in here. Anyway, my shin took forever to heal. I mean forever. It really did. I was very upset. I was almost like crippled. I don't know. It might have cut. I think it cut all the way down the bone, to be honest. I just never went to the hospital. Got a pretty good gash on my leg for it. And see, it was Parker's dog and it was Hank's dog. And Parker was 5 or 6. So can you imagine him pulling a big dog like that? Hank, you know, he's disabled. limited mobility, so I was having to do it all. I like dogs, but dogs are not my thing. Cats are, that's me. I'm a cat person. So, you can imagine maybe how frustrated I was. I mean, it probably took a good year for that to heal over and quit getting scabs and I don't know what all. Okay, there's Dill. Yay! This paper, I'm gonna do something with it so I don't make it. Get off my knees. Oh my goodness. Right there is the gash on my shinny shin. Telling on me, ain't I? Okay, let's see. Let me put this paper over here in this bucket. I'll put it in compost. See, look at all that paper. Look at all this cardboard. Yeah, I know. I just look and I see trash everywhere. Okay. Well, there's that line planted. Now, let's see. The next thing was, if I start in the back so I don't trample anything. That on the other side. I will see if I can't tuck in some sunflower seeds and maybe they'll grow back there. All the way down through here, maybe even there too. All right. I'm gonna tuck this seed packet in the binder. Sunflower. This one is 2023 and this one is 2022. So I need to do this one first. Giant gray stripe. Heirloom variety. Valley green. Growing up to 8 feet. Whoa! This spectacular annual likes sunny locations. The blooms have large round faces which follow the sun's direction all day. The broad heavy flowers develop a large quantity of seed and act as living bird feeders. Culture. Plant these big seeds 6 inches apart in soil that is deeply dug. Thin to 2 foot apart. Whoa. The roots need plenty of space. Roots need plenty of space. Alright. Planting depth is 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch. Seed spacing 6 inches. Thinning height, wait till they're 3 inches tall and thin them out to 2 foot apart. And they germinate in 10 to 14 days. So maybe I'll take this one and go between them 2 posts because these are old, like I said, so I'm going to put them closer together. And then this other packet of sunflowers I'm going to use and put them on this side. Alright, let's see if we can do that. Mammoth gray stripe. Brought it in there real good. They floated back to the top when I was watering them. Alright. My phone's about to die, guys. So, I guess I'm going to have to cut it off here. Sun's almost gone. I'm going to record these and see what else I can get done before the sun goes completely down, and I'll fill you in on the next video, alright? Alright guys, I'll catch you on the next video.